Okay, we're going to go back and review because it's been so long since we have worked on this. So for our old review, usually the first syllable is accented in a multisyllabic word. So when we see a word like this, and I'm assuming you guys all know what this word is, but let's pretend we don't. You're going to go ahead and underline your vowels. You have to divide it into syllables first so you know where to put your accents, where the syllables are to put your accent marks on. So with the VCV rule, where do we divide it first? Our first syllable division choice is where? Between the first V and the C. If we divide it here, the A becomes short or long? Long. So it says its own name, right? So we know this syllable is going to say bay. This syllable is going to say sick. Now we have to decide which syllable is accented. Which syllable are we going to say a little bit more strongly than the other? Well, since usually the first syllable is accented, we're going to try that and put our accent facing that syllable or pointing towards that syllable. So we would say this, basic. Okay? If the second syllable was accented, it would be basic. But we don't say it that way. It's basic. All right? So let's look at the next word. Again, we're going to underline our vowels, put the code underneath. GR is a blend, so it counts as one consonant. Where are we going to divide it? Our first syllable division choice is here. If this doesn't make sense, then we could also try over here. Because we divide it here, this O says its name, it's long. We know that usually the first syllable is accented, so we'll put the accent symbol there. Program. Program. Okay, so when we say the first syllable is accented, we say it a little bit stronger. Program. All right. Now I want you guys to go ahead and try. I want you to please write the word canine. K-9. Canine. This is the correct spelling. When we divide it into syllables, we divide it here. And this syllable is accented, so it says K9. K9. Your second word is menu. Men-you. Menu. This is how it should have been spelt. This is how it should have been divided in syllables. And this is where the accent mark belongs. Make corrections if you did not. All right. New review is usually the accent is on the main root word, not the prefix or suffix. For example, when we have this word, we can see already this is a suffix. So if it's saying the accent is on the main root word, box is the main root word, so it's going to get the accent. Boxes. Not boxes, boxes. All right? Again, with this word, on is your prefix. The main root word is tie. The accent's going to go on tie. Untie. All right? Now you're going to write words. I want you to write the word waxing. 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 Go ahead and mark the syllables and accents as well. All right, this is how it is spelled. This is how we mark the suffix and divide it into syllables. And there's the accent mark. Waxing. Waxing. Your next word is renew. 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 This is how it is spelled. Renew. Circle the prefix, divide between the prefix and the root. The accent is on the root word. Renew. Yes, ma'am. If we go back to the rule, usually the accent is on the main root word, not the prefix or the suffix. Okay? In phonics, we can't really ever say there's an always. All right, good question. All right, new skill. If DEREXINPOPREA is the first syllable, it is usually not accented. Okay? And this is just going to take getting used to word parts. Now, this is still considered a prefix, and that can be prefix, etc. So that kind of goes back to the other rule anyways about prefixes not being accented. But some words, these are actually part of the word, like deploy, D-E-P-L-O-Y. It's not a prefix, it's actually part of the word. So the D-E would not be accented. All right, so let's look at this word. Okay. If we divide it into syllables, we've got the vowel, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel again. So we divide here for our first choice. But in this case, this is not a prefix. All right, it's actually part of the word. So, and it's saying here that it's not accented, so your accent's going to go back here. Delay. It's not delay, it's delay. All right, next word. All right, we should caution ourselves when we see this. It could be considered a prefix or it could be part of the base word. We have vowel, consonant, vowel again. ST is a blend, so it counts as one. Divided here. Heads up, we've got the RE, so we're going to accent this part of the word, this syllable. It's restore. Not restore, it's restore. All right, another one. Vowel, consonant, vowel. Okay. This time, if we divide the syllable with the first syllable rule for VCV, it's going to say exist. That's not a word we've heard, so we have to change it and know that the VCV pattern has the second syllable choice division, which would be right here, and that's the one that's correct. Now we have to decide which syllable is going to get accented. Is it the first one or the second one? If we follow our rule, we know that EX is usually not accented, so the IST is exist. It's not exist, it's exist. Okay? Now you try, write the word explore and put the accent in. Explore, explore. And this is what you should have written. Divide the word here, accent it here. Explore. Your next word is protect. 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 Okay, this is what you should have written. Divided into syllables here. Accent goes here. Protect. Protect. The final word is acute. 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 And this is what you should have written. Divided here. And notice this doesn't follow our pronunciation of that first of the open syllable saying A. It's not acute. It has the schwa sound, acute. Second syllable is accented. Good job.